Well, at least they're not giving us the 65th ticket and leaving us with one ticket to sit around for a couple of weeks. Silver lining? What is going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be talking about the 66 ticket. I know you guys love talking about it, right? And I know obviously the meme keeps going and everything like that until I don't know when, essentially. But bottom line, we do have the next part of the missions that will be coming available on the 9th. So currently it is the 8th right here in Japan. So in, I don't know, 17 hours, give or take from now. All this stuff comes out on the 9th at 3 p.m. Japan time. So that's the quote unquote anniversary reset time, like when big announcement stuff happens and all that kind of fun stuff. So, but regardless, this is when we're going to be getting the next set of tickets. However, it's not doing what it did last year where we got up to 55 or 54 tickets. And then we all just awkwardly sat there waiting for that one final mission, which was just like, beat a stage. Get your ticket. That's it. So they're not doing that. They are spreading it out a little bit more. Good or bad? I don't know. I know people wanted this all just in the very beginning, but we knew from the beginning of this celebration, even before the celebration started, that this is not going to be the case and that it would be spread out over the course of the celebration. They literally told us that. So, and I translated it and I told you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on here. Okay. So obviously, again, we're going into the part 2 of the missions here. We obviously don't know what part 3 of the missions are. Basically part 2 seems to be starting tomorrow. But it's a little weird though, because we still have like 7 days left on the current 2 LR banners in terms of the discounts. Generally, if I remember correctly, you had the discounts. And when I say discounts, I mean the 3 multis and then the free one. Generally, when those go away, that's when part 2 starts. And then we'll get your typical new LR that comes on the, crap LR banners and everything like that. But, I don't know what the case is going to be. So probably by the time you're watching this, maybe the news is updated and everything. And it's like, the stuff we already found out and everything that they kind of teased at us, obviously Master Roshi's getting an LR, or he's getting his awakening to his LR, new Infinite Dragon Ball history event, yada, yada, all that fun stuff, right? So maybe they say, oh, hey, by the way, this also means that we're getting another round of sales plus the brand new LR that will be coming. Who knows, right? I always thought personally that part 2 would come up around like here, like the 12th, maybe even the 15th. But again, it is what it is. They change up their stuff all the time. So anyway, let's get into what everyone wanted to talk about. And that is, of course, the tickets. So how many tickets should you have right now before part 2 is about to start, or the second part of the missions is starting? You should be at 32 tickets. All right. So obviously I've already translated all 26 original tickets from right here. This was the part 1 video. That'll be up in the top right corner over there. And again, just go and check it out. They're pretty easy to get through and everything. The only one that I think is giving people some trouble is probably one of the support memory ones, where it's either use a support memory or basically you have to create the support memory. And by create, I mean you have to farm up the support memory and until you get 100 samples of it, and then you can finally start using it. And one of those is, of course, the Gohan and Piccolo one. You could technically do the Zeno one if you wanted to, but we don't know, if you can't beat those events, then that's kind of a here or there kind of thing. So just simply go into the Universe 7 stage, the brand new one, although it's currently gone at this moment right now until tomorrow because they're obviously updating new stages and everything. And then go ahead and get that all farmed out. But other than that, they're all very easy. 100 acts, awaken somebody, Dokkan awaken somebody, the typical stuff. Again, I translated all that stuff. So you should be at 32 because there were 6 login bonus ones, 26 for missions, and now part 2 is giving us 18 in total. So we have 50 out of 66 right here. So that means that this last batch right here, again, should be part 3. I'd be very, very surprised if there's a part 4, is going to give us 16 tickets, which would then create 66 because 50 plus 16 equals 66. I know, math, right? What? This is a math channel. But anyway, again, this is all laid out. This is the exact same website I used before to translate the missions. And by the way, before I get into this and everything, the reason I'm using this website to translate the missions is because this is in the exact same order you will find it in game. Now, I could easily use like a Google Translate or website translation, app or something like that to just translate all in the English for you and be like, here you go, guys. You don't need me to tell you anything. The problem is that actually really doesn't help you. And the reason it doesn't is because if you go into the game, you can't do that. So how do you translate the mission? Now, technically, you can just be like, oh, I'll just look at whatever prizes there are that the mission gives me compared to what I'm seeing on the computer screen, and it should work. And generally in a normal celebration, that would work, right? It's like, oh, well, I know that the training swords are this mission, so I just have to look at this. I know that the stone is this one, and yada, yada, right? However, because literally every single one of these missions has a ticket in it, you're kind of sitting there going, wait, which one is this? I'm not really sure. So I'm going to be highlighting every single mission. And then basically, if you are missing out on one, because obviously missions are not completed in order, they're always completed randomly out of order just based on how we all play. Then if you're in this video and you try to find exactly what mission you're looking for, look at the game, look at what the kanji says, or at least try to recognize some of the kanji that, you know, we've obviously seen many times in this game before. Go on here, and when I highlight it, stop it, listen, and then you can go ahead and be like, oh, okay, so I just have to do this now, and it's very easy to go. All right, so again, you can do that for the 26 original from the first video that I did. Now we can go into the part 2, which are going to get you 18 tickets. Quick side note before we go in and translate these, a lot of people are obviously asking about these special thank you gacha tickets. We still don't know anything about them. I think you should have around 17 right now, because mostly they're from login bonuses. A couple are from missions, but overall you should have around 17, I believe, maybe 16. I don't know. Like I said, we have absolutely no idea what this stuff is supposed to be. Hopefully part 2 shed some light on it, but again, we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. All right. So anyway, let's go and translate some stuff real quick, and that should be pretty it. Okay. So first little mission here for part 2, year 6, part 2 is obviously the first mission is going to be use a support memory. All right, that's pretty simple right there. I think most people know how to use a support memory. It's literally just like an item. As long as you have the film, then yeah, you're basically good to go. So your first ticket, use a support memory. That's all you got to do. Okay. Next one that most people should be able to recognize automatically is clear 15 stages. So stage yo 15 回 clear. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. This next one is go ahead into an easy A battle and beat it once. Obviously, they're probably referring to the brand new UI Goku that just got his EZA. That should be coming tomorrow as well, assuming. That's what we're all assuming, at least. So that's something right there. Okay, this next one could definitely trip some people up, because I know a lot of people don't really do it as much anymore now. This one says to train 5 characters, or train one person 5 times for some strange reason. However, when you do this, you have to change the location. This is the kanji right here for basho, which means place in Japanese. So you have to change the training location when you do it. All right. And so it can't be the main one is what I'm saying, essentially. Okay. So if you already use, like the gravity chamber training item every single time, no matter what, just leave it. You don't need to touch it. You really don't. What they don't want you to use is the very main basic one way down at the bottom, where it's just simply the earth or, the playing grounds or whatever. You cannot use that when training these 5 characters or using training 5 times, essentially. You have to use one of the stages that actually requires you to use up an item for that. And then that will unlock this mission. So just keep that in mind right there for this, okay? Next one is pretty simple. Dokkan awaken one character. Doesn't matter who, just Dokkan awaken somebody. Then the next one after that is simply Dokkan awaken someone again. Again, very, very simple, okay? This one right here is no continues, Gokai clear. So don't use a continue 5 times. That's pretty simple. Everyone should be able to do that, no problem. This one is pretty easy as well. Use a support item. That's it. Okay. This isn't the one where it's don't use a support item. This is use a support item. Note the Ikai Ijo, which means 1 or more for your support item. So again, Super Battle Road, maybe a Dokkan Fest event if it's a little hard for you, Infinite Super Battle Road, yada, 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 right? Typical stuff. Okay. All right. Moving on here, collect 6,666 Zeni or more in a stage and clear it. That's basically it. Okay, next one is use 100 act, 200 act, 300, 400, 500, pretty standard stuff. And then this final one is going on to the new Universe 7, a Representative Universe 7 story event, the one where you can farm up the free-to-play 18 and Krillin, the free-to-play Roshi and Tien, and any of those stages, clear 5 times. Most of us have probably done the part 1 stages already, where it was just like, clear once, cleared 5 times, that typical kind of stuff, right? Again, this is the exact same stage right here that you're seeing right here. it's the same one right here. So I'm assuming if I click on this, it's going to bring me, yeah, it's this event. Currently, it's not in the game right now because they're just taking away for a day, and it'll be back around when part 2 starts up. So it doesn't really matter because obviously the missions aren't up yet. But regardless, that's all you have to do, okay? And once you've completed all those, you should be at 50 tickets. If you're not at 50 tickets, again, go back through these missions, or on my part 1 video, go through all these missions again. It should be that simple. Nothing really that hard. Again, most of these are all just simply training, using a skill orb, all that stuff. It's very, very easy stuff. Just remember, usually using a translation, Google Translate on here or something like that, well, it will allow you to understand what it is, because it's not going to show you exactly what the prizes are, or the prizes are all going to look the same essentially. It's best to know what the kanji looks like, what the Japanese looks like. Come in here, look at this video and be like, okay, that's what this one is. This is what the one I have in the game that I need to do. This means this. Go and clear it, and you're done. That's basically all you have to do, okay? All right, guys, so that's basically me for the video, though. So that's 50 tickets. We are, what, 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way there. So, yeah, we're getting there. So, again, like I said, part 3, we'll get those extra 16 tickets, and then you'll all be able to get your free LR, and then a lot of us will get, some good stuff, and a lot more of us are going to get, LR Trunks or LR Broly or something like that. I'm talking the STR one, by the way, so I don't know. It is what it is. I'm hoping I can get a new LR, because last year I got Gohan Ints, so that was something, I guess. So anyway, though, that's me for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you have to be new. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one. Johnny.